Exactly. Captain Falcon's already got the falcon motif. Falco looks more like a pheasant to me.
Sounds delicious.
If I were you, I'd keep your voice down. If he hears you, he'll make you eat his boots.
Falco used to be the leader of a galactic gang, so you can expect him to be good in a fight.
I'm starting to freak out here. I mean, this guy is famous throughout the entire galaxy.
Watch out for long-range attacks, like his reflector shot and blaster.
You'll see he's quick on the draw. Aw, look at that cute little guy.
It's a Pokemon.
And not just any Pokemon.
Actually, that Pokemon is called a Pikachu. Pikachu evolves from Pichu, and when a Pikachu is fully evolved, it becomes a Raichu.
It's quite rare for a Pokemon to be more famous in its middle stage than its final evolution.
True, but Pikachu is a special case. I mean, it's the most famous of all the Pokemon.
Excuse me. Hello?
What is it, Pit?
I hate to interrupt your musings on Pokemon, but I could really use some Smash Brothers help right about now.
Oh, right, I forgot where we were. Okay, here's the tip. Dodge Pikachu's thunder, and then counterattack.
You can also zap Pikachu by reflecting its thunder back at itself. And nothing is more satisfying than that. Oh, wow, it's Charizard! Just look at those majestic wings!
Those wings might be majestic to look at, but they don't help much in the flying or gliding department.
A little short in the flight department. That sounds like a familiar predicament.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, Pitch, denial doesn't look good on you. At least Charizard can use its wings for attacking.
And I can use my wings to fly. When Lady Palutena grants me the power of flight, that is.
You know, I've always wondered if the power of flight would work anywhere besides your wings. Like your hair, for instance.
That's not funny. I'd go bald.
But I digress. Charizard has another attack, called Flare Blitz. It's powerful but dangerous, even to Charizard. Either way, dodge the attack and keep your distance while waiting for your chance to strike back.
What the heck is that?
Oh, that's Lucario. What about it?
I've never seen a creature with a life force like that. It's like a current of water or a whirlpool.
Oh, you mean Lucario's aura.
Aura?
Lucario can sense the life force, or aura, emanating from all living things. As Lucario takes more damage, its own aura grows stronger.
Ingenious! Lucario sounds like a perfect fit for the forces of nature.
We need to focus on the fight at hand.
You focus on the fight at hand. I gotta catch my new recruit.
No, stop!
Pit, a wounded Lucario is stronger than it looks. Be extra careful when it's taken lots of damage.
That's Jigglypuff, the balloon Pokemon.
Look at the way it floats. It must be light as air.
Don't let its cuddly appearance fool you. It's one of the most aerodynamic fighters out there. And it has a deadly attack called Rest. When Jigglypuff lands this move, the effects can be devastating.
However, that move does render Jigglypuff vulnerable for a short period of time afterward.
So, when you see Jigglypuff start to fall asleep, that's your cue to move in for the kill.
Gotcha. I'll be sure to keep an eye out for when it nods off. What is that? Some kind of ninja frog?
That's the Pokemon Greninja. Its strengths are agility and speed. What looks like a scarf is actually its tongue.
As a defensive measure, I suggest rubbing spicy peppers all over yourself.
How can Greninja taste anything with its tongue hanging out like that?
It could be one of those rare ninjas that just eats very slowly.
What? But that makes no sense! Anyway, just tell me how to win.
Greninja creates throwing stars out of compressed water and unleashes them at high speed. This attack is called Water Shuriken. If Greninja starts to charge up its Water Shuriken, be prepared to reflect it back. Look at that cute little robot.
ROB isn't a very creative name for a robot.
I think it has a certain ring to it.
No way! Any name's better than ROB. Like, how about Mr. HVC-012?
That doesn't exactly roll off the tongue.
How about Robo Buddy 3rd Edition?
And what happened to the first 2 editions?
Oh, good point. How about Zergblattron?
Let's just keep things simple by calling him Rob.
The light on its head shows you the strength of the laser it's about to fire. The moment you forget about it, it'll unleash its laser at maximum power, so watch out!
I'm picking up on some weird kind of energy here.
What you feel is Ness's PSI.
What's PSI?
It's a general term for supernatural abilities.
Supernatural? Isn't that pretty unscientific?
Said the angel to the goddess.
What are you getting at?
Pit, we're having this conversation via telepathy. Meanwhile, the power of flight is a type of psychokinesis, and I see you from the heavens using clairvoyance. Finally, I call you back from the battlefield with something akin to teleportation.
And believe me, I truly appreciate all that stuff you do with things.
Anyway, if Ness tries to recover via PK Thunder and you reflect it, that will really ruin his day. Give it a try when you get a chance.
Whoa! It's Captain Falcon!
Oh, he's a captain! What ship does he command?
I think he's more like a pilot or something.
All these fighters have tons of skill and experience, but you can still hold your own. If we brought vehicles into the picture, though, that would be a totally different story.
Good thing that's not the case. I'd be no match for an F-Zero machine or an R-Wing.
Plus, those G-diffuser systems are terrible for the environment.
You sure know a lot about space machinery, for being the goddess of nature and all.
Anyway, if you're near Captain Falcon, watch out for his jump and Falcon Punch combo.
Oh look, it's the villager.
Villager, huh? That's not a very creative name.
Well, what else do you call someone from a village? Anyway, you've got to respect the villager. Word has it no one fights fairer than that one.
Why's that?
Probably because where the villager's from, there's a mole who goes around punishing cheaters.
Rossetti.
Anyway, the villager's Lloyd rocket can do some real damage, so try your best to reflect it back.
Oh, it's that explorer guy.
Did you know that Pikmin are named after Pick carrots, a vegetable native to Hokitate?
Huh. Guess you learn something new every day.
Enough with the pointless fun facts. Let's talk fighting strategy. Here's what I know about those Pikmin. Red Pikmin are strong. Yellow Pikmin fly high. Blue Pikmin have the mightiest throw. White Pikmin are fastest. Purple Pikmin are heavy and the most powerful. Be sure you remember all this, Pit.
Right.
There are also winged Pikmin that don't attack you. Numerous Pikmin will weigh down the winged Pikmin, and that's when you should attack.
Who's this now?
She's a Wii Fit trainer. She's an exercise coach, of sorts. I hope you're in shape, Pit.
Well, I walk everywhere, so I'm probably fine.
Oh, of course. You're always at the beck and call of the goddess of light.
Well, angels are messengers of the gods.
That's where you're mistaken, Pit. Angels are nothing more than divine interns.
In any case, be careful of her sun salutation move. It gets stronger with deep breathing.
Who's that fellow?
He's a Wii Fit trainer. He's an exercise coach, more or less. Pit, do you exercise regularly?
You know it!
Is that because I work you too hard?
Oh, no. Serving you gives my life meaning. I just need to do a little cardio to keep up with your demands.
You're so sweet, Pit.
And always at your service, Lady Palutena.
Watch out for his sun salutation move. It gets stronger with deep breathing.
I don't think I've seen that guy around.
That's Shulk. He's 18 years old and clocks in at 5 feet 6 inches.
That's a pretty fancy sword he's got.
That's the Minato, the sword that defeated the Mechonis.
Makes us look like a bunch of jokers.
The Minato can change Shulk's strengths and weaknesses. For example, it might increase his jumping ability while decreasing his defense.
So for every strength he gains, he also gains a weakness.
Yes, and Shulk can KO opponents easier when they've sustained more damage. But if you know his weakness, he's not too difficult to deal with.
Let's not lose our heads, though. I don't think that's a real doctor.
I wouldn't be so sure. He delivers crushing blows, so he must be very knowledgeable about anatomy.
He's a quack. I hear he treats viruses by randomly throwing medication at them. Doesn't seem very safe.
I'm so glad Skyworld doesn't have checkups.
Dr. Mario is slower than the regular Mario, but he's also more powerful. Don't get sent to the emergency room. You don't know what kind of treatment you'll get.
Hey, it's Batu!
Will you quit calling me that?
Now, where did you disappear to after the fight with Hades?
Actually, Dark Pit works for me now. He's an officer in the forces of nature.
What?
No way!
Just because we fought together once doesn't mean we're all buddy-buddy now. In fact, the Lightning Chariot and Phosphora are also both under my command. The battle isn't over yet.
Viridi's interests and mine just happen to overlap. So for this fight, I'll be happy to launch you into the stratosphere.
Your powers are perfectly matched here.
It all comes down to skill.
That lady's moves are awfully similar to Marth's.
That's Lucina. She used to introduce herself as Marth, so certain similarities seem inevitable.
What? She stole someone else's identity?
Well, it wasn't quite like that.
Marth had become a legend by her time, the Hero King. So Lucina took that name to bolster the morale of her own army. Think of it as a symbol of hope in the depths of despair.
That's pretty deep.
You can't tell by looking at her, but I hear she's got a great sense of humor.
I'll try cracking a few jokes and see if that softens her up.
The tip of her blade doesn't deal as much damage as Marth's, but her attacks are more balanced, even if they are not tremendously powerful.
Walk 'em, walk 'em, walk 'em, walk 'em, walk 'em.
Yes, that's Pac-Man. He was born in 1980, which means he's 1 year older than Mario.
Oh, another industry veteran.
His most famous form is shaped like a pizza missing one slice. He has several attacks in this form.
But the main thing is to avoid him taking a bite out of me.
Yes, especially with those wings of yours.
What do you mean?
I bet they'd taste great with a little barbecue sauce.
Yeah, okay, enough about that.
Hey, look! It's Mega Man!
Is that really him? It is really him! Wow!
I hope he busts out his Mega Buster!
I want to see his charge shot.
Flame Blast!
Leaf Shield!
Rush coil!
Metal Blaze!
Spark Shot!
Air shooter!
Crash Bomber!
Flash Claw!
Flame sword!
Hard Knuckle!
For being a hedgehog, Sonic really isn't very spiky, is he?
Yeah, I've seen Spikier. It's true that you're more likely to find him curled up in a cute, harmless ball.
Not so harmless. That round shape lets him spin dash with ease.
I've changed my mind. He's entirely too spiky.
Spin dashes are hard to stop, though.
Just keep your cool and don't lose focus. You can stop spin attacks using your orbitars or bow.